just to be alive. It's the little things in life that put it all in perspective. The blessings each step provides when you look below the surface. It's the little things in life.
My name is Betsy Henning. Thank you for having me here tonight. It is an honor to be here. I wish I would have gone first to set the bar low, because following Jan and Mr. Hansen is not an easy act. So I apologize in advance. My story is a little different than their stories. I am lucky enough to have been born in Madeira. My parents moved here in the 70s. I am super lucky and proud to say that my parents are Pat and Jackie Gentili. So they've been in this community for a long time, and I've learned quite a bit from them, and as well as this community. So my story is not really about a place or an event, but about the lessons I've learned living in Madeira. I grew up in Madeira, grew up on Burwood, and then moved to Camargo Woods when I was in 3rd grade, and went through Madeira my entire career. When Maria and Tom Ken asked me to speak, I really didn't know what I would talk about. So I started reflecting on Madeira and what a powerful community it is. And sometimes you don't realize that until you leave and come back. And one of the lessons that my parents in Madeira have always taught me is that you take care of your neighbors and you do for your community what you can. And so I was trying to think about what a powerful lesson that is when my neighbor knocked on my door one night, Jan Smith, with a package of ours that was accidentally delivered to her house. And she drove over in the rain to give it to me in case we were looking for it. And I was very appreciative and thanked her, and then said, you know what, there's this thing coming up for Madeira storytellers, and I think you would be great. So roped her into talking tonight too, which was not disappointing at all. So thank you for doing that. But thinking about neighbors, and your neighbors take care of you. It's important to take care of your neighbors. Mr. Hansen taught me in government that you get involved in your community and you do what you can. Our neighbors have always been valuable to us, especially during COVID. Our neighbors became part of our family. And so as I'm thinking about a story about neighbors and how you need to take care of each other, I thought about a moment in my life when this all kind of came full circle. So after college, I moved to Oakley and was living there as a single woman. I came home one night late from work. It was March 1st of 2010. And I noticed there was a stray dog on the side of the road. And I thought, take care of your neighbors. Do what you would want a neighbor to do for you. So I stopped to get the dog and tried to prevent it from going into oncoming traffic. It was a little awkward with this dog. It came to me, so I was very glad. And I noticed it had a tag on, so I could contact its owner. But it was still a little chilly, as it is now in March. And I had a big coat, and I couldn't manage my coat and this dog and trying to get my phone out. It was rather cumbersome. So serendipitously, there was this man out for a run, running by. So I asked him if he would mind holding the dog for me while I could call the owner. So he obliged, thinking I was probably crazy, but held the dog while I called the owner. The owner was extremely grateful, and I said, well, just wait right here. You can come and get the dog. So the runner is still holding the dog. We're waiting for the owner in the big reunion, and we were talking a little bit. The dog and owner were reunited, and everything was great. Well, in doing the right thing, something really great happened out of that moment. And the man who I asked to hold the dog His name is Tom Henning. And a year later, he proposed in that same spot. And so it's a great story from a lesson I learned in Madeira that brought great things to my life. Tom and I moved back in 2012. We moved to a very familiar neighborhood. We have wonderful neighbors. Every time I go for a walk, it takes a lot longer than it should because I always run into somebody. Claire and Mike always give the dog a bone on the walk, always running into different people. But that's why we moved back to Madeira. And we are trying to teach our children the same lesson, that you take care of your neighbors and you give back to your community when you can. So my husband, Tom Henning, is the vice mayor, and I'm involved with what I can at Madeira Schools Planning Commission. And we realize that this is just a pretty unique and awesome place. So thank you all.
It's the little things in life that put it all in perspective.